I am Della Passarelli. I am a publisher for children since 1990. And I teach in AUR since 1992. So my job is selecting, reading a lot of books and a lot of proposals, and coordinating the publishing house, the work of the art director, of the editor, of the administration, of the sellers. So a little group, and it's a nice work. It's a beautiful work. Absolutely not, and I know because of my colleague of AUR who wrote me a message telling, "Oh, Della, what a wonderful work you have done." And I said, "Oh yes, they are speaking about the books," because I thought that there were some review on books that we were publishing. And she said me, "No, Della, you are in the 50 Women of the Year." So I quickly went to watch, and I realized this, and it was an honor for me. In this 2022, I must say that all the girls and women in Iran, the Iranian girls and women that are showing us how can be important to work and to struggle for the freedom. And then I would say I love books, and I loved Annie Ernaux books. She is the Nobel Prize of the 2022, and I think she wrote about many important things of women, but she has remake it in literature. She writes in a fantastic language, well translated in English and in Italian. And for the last one, I would say Lucia Goracci. She's a journalist, a war journalist, and she told us not only about the Ukraine and Russian conflict, but also of the others in a very objective way. So Lucia is a great woman, and I think we should remember her in 2022. The award was given for the job of publisher for children, and this is very important because I wrote to everybody also on my Facebook page that I would like to represent all the Italian publisher for children, and in Italy the majority of the publisher for children are women. Because in Italy we care of the kids and also we publish books, but literature for children is very important. So the fact that they have nominated me as a woman 2024 for my job of publishers is very important. I think they decide to give this nomination, this award to Della Passarelli, to me, because me with Sinnos especially works in literature and illustration, quality illustration, but also in making books as better as we can, so with high legibility, with a font that can be readable from everybody, also dyslexics, and I would say lazy readers, and with the graphic organization and with editing that don't take off the literature, don't take off the beauty of the story, but make books more open to everybody. Because I think that is important to grow up readers, and is important to start when you are very little. Now also the neuroscience told us that the capacity of reading is important for be happier and be in a better way in the world. Sometimes I used to say to the kids also to be more bad if you want, but more clever. I was happy, and because it was a recognition of the job that I have done, but with the others. I'm always saying that I'm never alone. The work in a publishing house is linked to each other, and the work for books is linked to each other. So I'm not alone, and I'm happy because it's not usual that children books are represented. So it's important, yes. I was here since 1992, so many years, and I used to teach Italian literature. Now I teach more Italian 100, that is culture and language, and it's very important for me to have the relation with students. Of course, I try to make students in a warm way and to learn our culture. For instance, also grammar have something to do with ourselves. So to confront the English speaking with the Italian speaking, to make them feel that the way of our speaking, of our telling, is also a point of view that we have. And so knowing many languages, many ways to learn is important. In this semester, I'm experimenting the reading of one book for 5-10 minutes maximum at the starting of the class. I don't know if it will work, but I would like, because our 100 for Italo Calvino born, I would like to share a little fairy tale with them, with my students, and to open the class. So to know something about our writers, our culture, but also I think that book can be a very nice way to start a lesson, to make the class stronger, linked. I don't know if I will manage, but often I use books for my teaching, as much as I can. To be themselves is stupid to say, but it's important to remember. To be yourself with any afraid, to be link each other, and to respect yourself, and to hear also what has done in the past, because I mean, many women before us have done many things for us, but don't think that we don't have to go on, because it's a minute and you can come back to cook and to stay with kids, and or can be important also to say that you want to be both a worker and a mom, or a good partner, or whatever, but be yourself. And we have a map in our life, and the treasure is inside. It's what we want to do. Maybe something can change our life because something happened and you have to change your way, but don't worry, because you can, if you are yourself and you have friendship with the others, you will manage to do. The Cloven Viscount by Italo Calvino. Okay, because it's about a war, it's about a pandemic, it's about the youth, how to be youth. It's about the good and the bad. So it's a fairy tale, very interesting to read or to read again if you have just read.